we'll first begin with the colon cleansing kit. And it's important for me, I guess, to get exact prices. The colon cleansing kit is actually $89.50. So this becomes the first option that the individual is somewhat financially challenged that they at least want to get to. And the reason why is that removing the fecal matter out of the colon, and then you're going to have to remind them that they're going to have to do the best option, because there's the kind of slacky way to do this, and they are very kind to mention it as good, better, and best. Right? So no negative words. But the reality is that the person's going to have to do the best option if they intend to get that raise of frequency. And the reason is that somewhere around the 7th or 8th day, and this is a 9-day kit, somewhere around the 7th or 8th day, there's actually a massive movement. And that is generally the first layer of mucoid plaque that is seated itself. But the only way for that to happen is the person cannot drink or eat anything that has a fibrous or a pulp nature. So this means that everything has to be strained. The person goes on this 9-day fast, but it's not a fast in the sense of some of the old school fasts. In the old school fast, you don't eat and sometimes you don't drink anything. But with this, you actually get the colon cleansing packages. If the person is ordering ginger or peppermint, they're going to get the packet that corresponds to what they're ordering. And this packet is then added to, it can be added to water, or it's generally added to apple juice. Organic apple juice is the premium choice for what you should mix these packets with, because apple juice, organic apple juice, does its job on the colon on its own as a natural remedy. You also get the digestive stimulators in this, which actually are causing the individual to have the movement. So you have two things here. You have the daily dosage calendar, which is going to explain to the person step by step what they should be drinking morning, noon, and night. And the good thing about this is that people will forget about what they're supposed to do unless they have some kind of reminder to tell them, hey, if you're on this one, if you're on best, better, or good, this is what you need to have. This is how often you need to have it. I'm not going to get into depth about how you exactly do this, but the person does figure out how they're going to get back to normal bowel movements by taking these tablets here. And then once they get to a normal bowel movement and figure out the number of how many of these they need to take, then they progress through the cleanse with these digestive stimulators, and that begins to move the bowels. So again, this is something that you can really tell the aspirant that all of the information that they're going to need to do this is here, and it's in layman's terms. They're not even with the big one over here, that it may look intimidating when you first open it, but all the information is there step by step, so the person never feels like they don't know what to do and that they're on their own. And of course, that actually happens with some of these cleanses of the liver cleansing kits and things that are on the internet. Not to say anything negative about them, especially the free ones, but they tend to lack their proper information that allows you to understand how to clean your intestines and clean your liver and clean your lungs in the proper order. And of course, that then gets into the next package, which is basically an internal cleansing kit. The exact price on this is $275. So it is a slightly more pricier item, so you can see the jump. $89.95, of course, is the individual who may still be struggling somewhat with the cash. But remember, them investing in their body, which you have to remember, Cheetos, or going to buy a couple pair of shoes or whatever. So you have this colon cleansing kit at $89. Then the person can boost themselves up to the internal cleansing kit that comes in at $275. And the interesting part is that the internal cleansing kit, as of now, does actually come with a free colon cleansing kit. And so they can actually, if they want, give this to another person, especially if they've done a colon cleansing kit already. And some people are kind of surprised when they get it and they say, hey, you sent me a colon cleansing kit too, and there's another colon cleansing kit inside of this box. And they said, well, no, this one is actually free. And the reason why this one is given for free is because if you haven't done any of this before, if you go and you do spend the $275 to get this kit, then you actually can go through a priming process in a certain sense. And that priming process would in every way move that first level of of mucoid plaque. So that way when you get into this one right here, then you actually, your second level removes, and then it also removes with you doing all of the associated cleanses, such as the blood and skin rejuvenation, the lung rejuvenation, the kidney and the bladder rejuvenation, and these are of course the tinctures that are full of the herbs that allow a person to do that. Comes with of course a mixing jar. All of the kits actually come with a mixing jar. As you see, there's one in here. Okay, so that's internal cleansing kit. As I said, I'm not going to go into this too deeply. We will have time when we start talking about internal cleansing just by itself, of talking about diet, even recovery after a person goes through a cleanse. And of course, they've removed a lot of the minerals and nutrients from the body. They've also removed a lot of the toxins. Great. So, but it's now time to get back on a great diet, etc. So that's what you get again. So this is the internal cleansing kit comes with this and this. The colon cleansing kit comes with just the colon cleanse, but as I said, that is good enough for the person to begin their expansion. So that's where we start.